Good morning, everyone. It's Julie at the Paper Bag Lady 1. It's Saturday morning. Everybody else in my house is still asleep. And I have someplace to be at 9 o'clock, so I thought I would take this opportunity to film this video. So yesterday, I went to the MCC relief sale, which is the Mennonite Central Committee. They have what they call the relief sale every spring at the Farm Show Complex. It was last night. I think it started at 4 and then all day today. And if you want to know more about the MCC, you can look it up. But basically, it's an organization that just does a lot of good and a lot of good. That sounds pathetic because I don't even know specifically what they do. Not like I haven't heard a million times about it, but anyway, the main thing is that there's this huge quilt auction here. Let me put this here so it's something interesting to look at. Ooh! Anyway, they have a huge quilt auction and people donate quilts and then they auction them off. And I've never been to the actual auction part. I like to walk through and look at the quilts because some of them are just amazing and astounding, and I don't know how anybody has the patience to do that. But anyway, but they have all sorts of foods and all kinds of stuff. But at any rate, they also have this place called the Quilter's Attic. And if you might remember, last year I did a video about what I got there, and so I had to go back this year again, and it's just basically all kinds of pieces and remnants and things that people donate that they don't want to use anymore. And there are tons and tons of quilting things, and people will leave with like half-finished quilt. I mean, just tons of stuff. But you know me, I wanted all the embellishment type of things, so I will show you what I got. And I mean, I was going through there so fast, I don't even really remember everything that's in here. So anyway, and they're really good prices too. So first we had this, which I just thought was really pretty. Oh, and it's got some other old bits of lace and trim attached to it. I think this was $2. Yes, I think $5 was the most I paid for anything in my bag. So here we have this bag of trim, which again, $2. And I'm not going to go through everything, all of it, but look, and this is a lot of stuff in here. Look at this. I can't even get it open. Oh, it's taped, that's why. Whee! Oh, for heaven's sakes. There we go. It's this really nice sheer, this little pattern on it. And you know how I love my eyelet, and I will sit in church and rip the hem out of this. I know that I could just take a scissors and cut it, but I love that little rough edged look that's left when you take that off the proper way. So we'll do that, and here's some more trim, and here's a big bundle of, ooh, that's different, look. It's like, it's like roughly on both sides. Does that have a name? I don't know, but anyway, there's a whole big bundle of that. Look at this little, oh, tiny, I see, I love the tiny little pieces too, because I use that. Look how pretty that is. And little. Okay, so that was $2. What else can we find in our bag of happiness? Here we have these. Look at these nice looking old doilies that I can cut up. 50 cents. Here's another one. And here I got these. I'm going to rip it open so I can see. It looks like applique. It is. It's applique trim. But, well, you know, we cut that. Oh, it's like dimensional a little bit. Cut that in half, or we cut them apart, and then we have individual flowers. That was 50 cents. Ooh, here we go. This was, I think, $1 for the two of these. And there's these doilies, but look. They've got the little butterflies. I have some other ones that I've never used because they're just so pretty, but I might have to cut them apart and use them. Okay, here is another bag, a $2 bag, and I got this one because of the wonderful things he does. No, I'm just kidding. Because of this. Because I love this. There's a couple, that one, and then this one's a little bit different yet. There's a couple different, whoa, all kinds. Because you can cut these apart and use them. I like to use those appliques on vintage and also on wedding albums if they're not stained. And then these other things are just a bonus. Look at that pretty trim. Here's some more eyelet for me to dismantle. And some more eyelet to dismantle. And look at this peach. That's very pretty. Don't know what I'll use. It's showing up really pale on the camera, but it's a little bit more intense, the color. A little bit of tatting. So yes, that was that. $2. My goodness. Can't beat it with a stick, like my mother used to say. Okay, this was the most expensive bag that I bought, and this was $5. And there's some funky stuff in here that, like, I don't know what I would ever do with this. If anybody wants it or needs it or has a thought, let me know. But why did I get it? There was a specific reason. And a bunch of stuff. Look at that pretty little thing. Oh, I know, it was this. I thought that was really pretty. And whoops. I have something similar to this, but I'm almost out of it. So, you know, we had to get here. Let's just dump it. Ooh, look at this. This is different. I'm not sure what to do with that, except, you know what? I have some paper that has these colors in it that I never really use very much, but, ooh, there's a thought. Here's some pretty, oh, that's pretty. It's kind of like scalloped on both sides. That's really pretty. Here we have some more of that. I like this. I love these little tiny ones with the little stitching. Here's some red. Ooh, that's fun. And there's purple. All kinds of goodness in here. Look at this. Oh, wow. That's kind of got these little dangles off the bottom. It kind of looks like it needs to be ironed maybe, but there's a little bit of eyelet. Eyelet. Rickrack. You know I love rickrack. All kinds of goodness. And here's some blue. Oh, it's seam binding. Like I don't have enough seam binding. But anyway, some pretty little dainty stuff. Okay, moving on. Here was a $3 bag. Look at this goodness. Ooh. And I got this because I really liked, whoa, that's a lot. I liked this little white trim. There's a lot of that, and it looks like a lot of it's in pieces. But that doesn't matter because I'm going to cut it apart anyway. And here's some, I don't know what this is. It's like a sheer, it's got like rickrack along the bottom. Ooh, know how I love rickrack. Here's some fat rickrack. Here's some white crochet. And this is really pretty. Look at that. Could weave a ribbon through there. In some appropriately matching color to your project. There's a lot of that there. $3. Okay, now this is very pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it was $3. I'm going to end up with staples. I should have opened this stuff beforehand, but after I got home last night, I had to eat dinner, and then we went to see the spring musical at my daughter's school. It's a junior high, and they did The Sound of Music, and I have to say that for a junior high production, I was really quite impressed. Anyway, so look at this. Isn't that lovely? It's kind of like this creamy, vintagey color, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it is very, very pretty. And there's, what did it say, about 2 yards of that. Lovely! I better throw this staple out before I impale myself. This was 50 cents, and it's these two little runner things. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. They could be the cover of an album. They could be on a canvas. You could, I don't know, 50 cents. Who's going to say no? $4 for this, which isn't a whole lot for $4, but look at it. It's this old vintagey stuff, and I like that. Well, you know that. Alright, here's some black. I won't take that out because you can pretty much see what it is. It's a black trim. I don't have a lot of black trims. So we got that, and there's this other black one here. This was a quarter. This is kind of weird, funky. It's pretty thick rope stuff. And then there was also some of this. Okay, so right in the middle of filming, my camera just shut off, and I thought, did I run out of battery? But actually what happened was my camera was full. I had recorded some other videos and then never took them off of here. So, at any rate, here we are with this fun black stuff. And that was a quarter. So sorry about that. Okay, reaching into the bag of magic. This was $1. $1 for this nice big bag. Let's take a look. There's this really pretty blue eyelet. Again, don't know what I'll do with it. But how can you walk away? So we've got eyelet in there with some little bits and, ooh, let's just dump it out. Little bits and pieces. Oh, that's really pretty. I wish this camera focused better, but I just don't think that I'm going to invest lots of eyelet that I can take apart. And then, you know what? I like to coffee dye this. It's really pretty. Some blue rickrack and some yellow rickrack. You know how I feel about rickrack. But anyway, whew, okay. I lost my train of thought. That happens. Here we have this interesting, this is actually a collar. As you can see, it was $1, but it's got these individual little flowers I can cut apart, and some of them have little sparkles in the middle. So there's that. This was $0.25, and I got these because, you know, I like the round things, and then you can sort of stamp something there and then do all kinds of stuff around it. Okay, this bag was 50 cents. And this one I got because of this. How fun is that applique trim? Which again, you can cut apart. Like that. It's got other little bits and baubles in there. There's a flower, here's some little daisy type flowers. And then also this, which is interesting. It's rainbow tinsel decoration. Look at that. Huh. It's kind of like a peachy pink color with silver sparkly things through it. Never saw anything like that before. Yellow! It's yellow! $3 for all this nice yellow trim. Look at that. How fun. Oh my, you know what? It kind of looks like Santa Claus. Like, see, there's his beard. Santa Claus wearing goggles, snow goggles. I'm so weird. Anyway, I know that we're getting to the point where I'm going to start being a great embarrassment to my child who is 12 and a half. Let me put that down so I don't have to keep going like this. Anyway, that's a lot in there, and I don't know what I'll do with it. It's not like I use tons of things that have yellow, but I love yellow. Love it. I have this giant, look, I'm gesturing like you can see my hands outside the camera, giant embroidery hoop that I bought that I actually might do some kind of sign that has the paper bag lady on it, and maybe I could use that yellow on there. Because I'm doing a show. Ooh, you don't know this. I signed on to do a show at the farm show, down at the farm show this year. It's 5 days, the first weekend in December. It's a 5-day show, Christmas gift show. So it's not just crafts, it's all kinds of stuff. So that's a lot. That's a lot of days. I think it's from 9 to 7 for 4 days, and then 10 to 5 on the last day. It's a Wednesday through a Sunday. So I'm lining up friends to come help me, and I'm going to have to be in like massive production mode to make a lot of product. Anyway, so, ooh, look at that trim. So what was my point? Oh, that I thought I might make the big sign to, you know, put at my booth. My booth. Ooh, I love this sort of thing. Look at that. Look at that. And there's some peach lace and, ugh, I can't get it open. Maybe I'll stick my finger in there. Whoops. See that? Oh, there's some random stuff, and here's some little, oh, that's so pretty. Look at that little tiny trim. You just never know what you're going to find in these bags when you actually open them up. All right, wait, we're getting down to the end here. So I got these 2 things of gingham because I love gingham. This would be pretty on Christmas album. It's kind of like a burgundy color, and then this one's red. Looks like a picnic. I have lots of gingham, but, you know, who can say no to more? And there's a pretty decent amount in there. 1 1/4 yards, but it feels thick. So I'm thinking it must be really wide. And this is 32 by 36 inches. And honestly, even if it's not a huge amount, I mean, I tear it into strips, so it's not like it's not going to go a really long way. Okay, so then for $2, I was very excited about this. Let's just rip this one open. For $2, I got this bag of like needle books. So look at how cute these little bad boys are. Here, I'll put it down. Look at how cute these little bad boys are. Look at that! Little needle books. There's some other ones. This one, Parabola. And that. Oops. And then that just has one lonely needle in it. And then look at this. Raggedy Ann. America's Finest Foods. How cool is that? And then this one. Sewing Susan. Now, I have been to antique malls and seen this, just this, like $6 or $8 or $10 by itself. So I got this whole bag for $2. So, and a lot of the ones I see are in a lot worse shape. Of course, they're probably a little older than this one, but. And then we have a handy needle case. A gift for you. Good luck. Imported needle book for women. Ooh. So that was very exciting. And then finally, everything that I have left in the bag. Who can guess? Who can guess what it is? Any guesses? It's rickrack. So I got all these bags of rickrack for $1 a piece. And so they all mixed colors and everything. And now, believe it or not, I did not buy all of them, but I tried to buy ones that had colors that I knew would be useful to me, like that pretty green color and black. I don't really have a lot of black rickrack. This one has some green and some baby blue, some yellow, which I love. Here's this one. I got this one specifically, you probably can't see because of the glare, but that's a really skinny brown. There's some purple in there. There's a skinny white. I have lots of white, but a lot of them sometimes end up looking kind of ancient white, and that is a pure white. And there's some blue hiding in there. I have a shortage of blue. Here's some more greens and yellows. Pinks, always good for little girls. Reds, greens, and more pinks. And that pretty kind of bluish greenish. There's some baby blue in there. Good for little boys. So anyway, so that is what I found at the Quilter's attic, which was very exciting for me. So I'm going to have fun sorting through this and playing with it and wrapping it neatly and putting it away. And I think I'll just put it on top of this and I'll show you the last thing I got. They also have a big booth with used books, and a lot of them are from libraries, a lot of children's books, and some of them I think they're a little overpriced for a sale. I mean, you could probably go to a yard sale or a library sale and get them for less, but I was walking around the table and I happened to see this. Can you even see it? Ooh, there it is. It is the Philadelphia Public Ledger's Unrivaled Atlas of the World, and it's in kind of falling apart shape, but it didn't have a price on it, and I started looking at it and I opened it up. Here's some just extra random things that people put in here, but here was from William R. Watson to my great-grandson William R. W. Snyder, October 15th, 1899. That's a long time ago. So I start through. Now, I like maps a lot. I mean, look. Just look. Look! Are you looking? And it goes on and on. So many maps. So many maps. And then it goes on to the rest of the world. And then you get to the back. And you've got all kinds of interesting information. There's the presidents. And the Constitution, political parties, all kinds of information. Remember Abraham Lincoln. Then we go around the world and talk about other places. Look how cool. Then we go back here. Here's some Gothic architecture. I don't know if the guy pasted this stuff in. He must have. Which is really cool. Oh, here's some newspaper articles. Or pictures. Calvin Coolidge. Is there a date on any of these? I think one of the newspaper articles in the front was from 1897. I can't remember. But anyway, I just thought this was very cool. There is a place in here, I can't find it now, but it went through all the states, and it, let's see if we can find it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it has the history of all of them, and it was interesting because some of them at the time were not states yet. Where's one that it said? I don't know, there was one. Oh, here you can't see it. Oklahoma. Talks about it when it became a territory, and it said now territory is now seeking admission to the Union as a state. So I thought that was very interesting. Anyway, so I went to the lady, one of the ladies who was working, and I said, there's not a price on this. Can you tell me how much this is? So she went and she asked, and I'm thinking in my head, I mean, this could be, I could get this for a steal, or they could want 40 or 50 bucks for this, because, you know, I mean, it's quite old, and you probably could pay a lot for that in an antique mall. And I said to myself, if she says $20 or under, it's mine. She came back and she said, $20? And I said, sold, I will take it. Now, I'm not necessarily going to cut this up and use it in things. I just wanted it because it is cool. I mean, it's just cool. This is going to be a very long video. I'm just looking at my timestamp. Anyway, so that was like kind of like my bonanza of the day. Even my husband was like, ooh, look at that. He knows I like this sort of thing. Actually, he probably would be intrigued looking through it too. So there's some very detailed maps of different areas. Cleveland. I haven't looked in Pennsylvania to see what they have there. Oh, Philadelphia. Oh, well, duh. It's the Philadelphia Public Ledger. I'm so slow sometimes. And it is Saturday morning. So anyway, so that was my bonanza find. Looks like the guy put that in. Anywho. So that's what I got at the MCC relief sale this year. I can't wait till next year. So much fun. So if you have any questions, let me know. Any comments, that's okay too. Hope everybody has a great weekend. It's going to be a beautiful weekend here. It's going to be 80 degrees today, which is a little hot for me. I like it in the high 60s, mid 70s, because then I can open the windows and I don't get like so stinking hot up here in my attic studio. So anyway, have a good weekend, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.